Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Some of you may remember that I had a few videos posted before, but I've decided to take them down and restart basically. So there's no specific reason for doing that, I just felt like branding a little bit different, I guess. The picture that I used today for the inspiration of this house is this one right here. I don't know exactly why I like it. I like that it's dark. You don't see a lot of dark houses lately, but as you can probably see in the preview pic, I don't really get it as dark as the picture, but I figure that's not a huge problem. Today I just wanted to talk about random stuff, I guess. So one thing that I've noticed with video games is as the generations keep going on, our attention span keeps getting lower. I don't know why this is, but it might be for a good reason. Science, probably. Anyway, we went on a road trip, me and my family, for the solar eclipse, and I brought my laptop along, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I did. And as soon as we left the house, my brother asked me if he could play the only game that I had on the laptop that did not require an internet connection. So I let him. That game is Stardew Valley, by the way. I love it. So I let him play, and we're going through and we're creating his characters, and he's just doing all this wild stuff, which I expected from him. But then we get into the actual gameplay, and I don't know what went through his head, but as soon as I showed him the basics, I taught him how to fish, and then that was the only thing that he wanted to do. And so I don't know why this bothered me so much, but he just wanted to fish. He didn't want to explore any of the rest of the game, and that frustrated me for some reason. And I noticed that with my dad, he's very into video games as a kid, and he was very organized, and he wanted to play the game that it was meant to be played. When I got into video games, I was kind of organized, but I lacked patience. Like with The Sims 4, I can't really get into playing the game. I like doing things like creating Sims and building houses, but I can't hold on to a household for much longer than a day, maybe in real time, and then I get bored with it. With my brother, he's very into video games and did not give a single shit about how the game was meant to be played. He just wants to play the game the most interesting way to him, and he very much wanted instant gratification, and he wanted it now. I don't know why this instant gratification was fishing, but it was. And that's when I realized, oh my god, we're devolving. Like, it didn't even take much time at all. It went from my dad to me to my brother, and then it's just kind of hitting rock bottom at this point. I'm not saying the way that he plays games is rock bottom or bad. To me, it's just the rock bottom of, like, playing the game the way it's meant to be played. And I think it's very innovative and creative what they're doing. They, as in my brother and his age group. But it bothers me on a deep personal level, and I've never been able to figure out why. I like to play a game the way it's meant to be played, but I can't play it for very long and not get bored. And this isn't true with just The Sims. I even have this problem with Stardew Valley. I've had it with The Sims 3 as well as Sims 4. And I haven't played Sims 2 very much, and I didn't play Sims 1 at all. So I'm not sure if it's just as games are getting newer, I'm getting less interested, and the dynamics are changing and I'm getting less interested. I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't know. Something else that I've noticed is, apart from the video game topic, is that seeing people's hand gestures when you can't hear what they're saying is a very interesting experience. If I've got earbuds in and I see somebody gesturing wildly and flailing all over the place, I automatically assume, like, oh my god, what's happening? Is the world ending? have the comets finally come to wipe out Earth because it's all getting just too a little bit out of control? Or are they just dramatic? And sometimes I'll take my earbuds out to hear what they're saying, and either they'll stop talking right as I do that, or they'll get louder and more exaggerated, and I realize, oh, nothing's happening. This person is just really into what they're talking about. For me, I get like that when I talk about, I'm not sure how I get, what makes me get to that point. But for my family, for my brother, definitely video games. For my dad, maybe TV shows and just some technical stuff. And my mom, it can be anything really. But I don't know, I love seeing everybody get passionate about something. And I guess for me, it would be writing. It used to be books, and then I grew up a little bit and stopped reading as much. And I'm not sure why that happened. But it was the same thing kind of like with gaming. I got less interested and less patient. And I'm not sure exactly how that happened or why that happened. Could have something to do with anxiety, I guess, but it's just, I guess there was a lack of motivation after I realized I wasn't very interested in it anymore. Or maybe a lack of motivation made me not interested in it. It's very, very hard to tell. But these are just some things that I've thought about and I don't really understand. I mean, I guess I understand the people, like wild hand gestures and stuff like that when they get passionate about something. And I really do love that. I love seeing people get like that. And it reminds me of college and some of the plays that I saw during college, specifically Heathers the Musical. If you guys have not at least listened to that soundtrack, though I do recommend watching the full-length video that's on YouTube of the performance. I highly recommend it. If you're not into musical theater, I'm not very into musical theater. I am into theater, but not so much musical theater. But I love Heathers the Musical with a passion. And it's not your typical, like, show tunes. It's very much rock influenced and kind of alternative, I guess. But it's a very wild show. So if you're under the age of, I would say, 16, 17, maybe don't watch this show. It's very, very wild, very inappropriate at times. And it could be a little bit scarring. That's all I'll say about it, just in case you guys haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it if you do decide to watch it. So, I don't know, I guess that's all I want to say today, so I guess that's all I will say. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, please like or comment or do anything you want with this video. Let me know how you took it. Give me some feedback if you'd like to. I think I'm gonna cut it off here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.